do you ever watch like old television from the 50s? And you watch it and you're like, people actually sat here and watched this crap? It is awful, right? Well, if you go back probably maybe even 10 years, okay, maybe even 5 years, and some of the podcasts were just painful, right? It would be the same 10 questions to everyone. And it was easy for
Mhm.
the guest, it was easy for the host, but it was really a structured interview and it wasn't interesting. It wasn't remarkable, right? I'm not going to go on with my day and remark on that. So I think the best ones now are great conversations.
A
And
conversation.
like, I
Yeah.
love, Jason, when you said, I'm going to push back on that. That's great. Just like in a normal conversation, if you hear a guest or a host say something that you don't agree with, you can politely say, hey, I'm going to push back on that a little bit, because that's
Yeah.
what people would do. And I think there's something about us as human beings, right? I think the best podcasts are like sitting down at a Denny's and listening to two interesting people in the next booth, right?
Hmm.
Sometimes that interview could be at 2 a.m. when the bars close. Other times it could be, at 9 a.m., depending what the conversation is. But if it's a raw, an emotional conversation, you'll sit there and listen to it, right? If somebody is interviewing the busboys, and every person that sits down, they ask them the same three questions, why do you want to work at Denny's?
They better be good questions.
At that point, after I've heard it the second time, it's like, I'm not
Yeah.
listening to that anymore. So I think
Yeah.
just have it be an interesting conversation. And I heard somebody the other day said something that I'm like, that was genius. He said, he's a great guest. And he said, I want to leave people with more questions after the podcast interview than they had when they first started to listen to it. So start them to think in a different way. And I really think
Yeah.
that's how you can get something to go viral. Because viral is not, oh, do I share this with my friends or how many likes do I have? But if you can talk about something and someone listens to you on the morning on their drive to work, and the rest of the day they're like, I was listening to this podcast this morning and they were talking about this and I'd never thought about that. That's when it's going to really have impact.